have permission. Yeah.
What the fuck? All
But I
right.
have permission.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the Absurdity Podcast, where bullshit just flows out the fucking mouth. All right, I am Cameron.
And I'm Jake.
Okay, welcome. Let's get this.
And we've been
fucking
trying to
shit
do this bullshit.
Oh my
for
god, that was some
an
stupid shit.
It's been
Okay.
over an hour.
Okay,
We've been
so
doing this.
you sent me a fucking link to a story that you have no idea what it is because it sent the wrong fucking one. And of course,
even know the story
my
was.
computer wants to be slow right now. So we're going to start this off with, here's the headline. Maskless woman goes on kung fu attack and racist outburst.
Wait, okay, what state did this take place in? Because I'm thinking Florida.
Okay, here's the funny part.
Florida.
No, it happened in Ontario, Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
Florida's doing some crazy Florida shit now.
Yeah, I thought Canada was the fucking nicest place on the planet, but no, it's not.
Canadians are us.
It says this woman's taking face mask tirades to the next level, adding a disgusting racist tirade. Oh, fuck you.
Like they had to add the word disgusting, as if
yeah,
just
like
being blatantly racist in public wasn't bad enough.
Takes it to the new fucking level. This all went down at Shoppers Drug Mart in Ontario, Canada, where the employee has told the customer she had to wear a mask while inside the store. And that set off the so-called battle you see in the video, which I have the video, but obviously we can't put that up. So,
yeah.
The maskless customer claims she was doing kung fu because I know you know martial arts, so do I.
I know you know martial arts. I can see it in your eye.
As if the situation couldn't get any more bizarre, the maskless woman appeared to threaten the employee with her own blood. And you can see her waving a tissue that she claimed had her blood on it. She said, I'm gonna fucking get you with this tissue. She said, you got an issue? Here's a tissue. Jesus Christ.
I thought when you said that, I thought you meant they threatened the person with their blood, like I'm going to make you drink your own blood. I was like, Jesus Christ,
no. The person threatening, it was their blood. She fucking cut herself open.
Yeah, or
I'm gonna get you with it. I'm gonna get you with this blood.
What the fuck is wrong?
Like, what is wrong? I know what is going on. It's a fucking mask. Like, I don't like wearing it either. I have a beard. If you
that shit itches.
No. That's not even my
issue.
It
crunches.
My chin ends right here. My beard keeps going. When you take that sumbitch off, there is a crease. Right there.
Just Christian.
It goes in and down.
Not to mention, like, if you use one of the I guess like I've called gator necks, but I think that's just what we call it in America. But like, it just confines it to like your chin, like it pushes it in and pushes it against your neck. So it's just like it's that pressure, like the hair being pushed against you.
I use that because there are ones that are looser on you. Like they don't.
Like I got a cloth one that kind of just like hangs a little bit.
They don't go in like this. Yeah, it just kind of like hangs down, and that's the one that's the kind I use because I don't need my beard acting all crazy. Yeah, I was like, good God, you're ghostly.
I forgot I don't have my headphones plugged in. I'm not plugged in. I don't have them in. Oh God, I'm so fucking Caucasian.
You don't even have like a nose when you look at the camera.
I know. I have to turn fucking this one off.
Oh man. Okay. So are we good now? Are we good to go?
I mean, allegedly, yeah. Okay, now I have to unmirror my camera.
Okay,
well, that's what I know.
The other day, Anley goes, "Hey, Dad, Mom bought you we bought you a present for your birthday." I was like, "Oh, well, you didn't have to do that." And she's like, "Oh, I know. It was $49." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And she goes, "Please don't tell Mom." I was like, "Tell Mom? I don't even know what it is. What do you mean, tell Mom? Like, I just know it's $49."
To specify.
And then
because people don't know that's your daughter.
Yes. Okay. So Anley is my daughter.
Yes. One of them.
One of them. I have 3 kids. I meant to say, I was gonna say I have 2 daughters.
I have 2 kids and then a boy somewhere.
I have 3 kids, 2 daughters and a son.
Yes.
But I eventually brought it up to Shonda, which is my wife. And I said, hey, Ainley told me you got me a present. She goes, no, I didn't. I was like, oh, okay. Well, there goes that.
I appreciate it.
But she was like, please don't tell mom. What am I going to tell her? You got me something for $49? Like, I have no idea what it is.
What was it? Or do you still not know?
There was nothing. She didn't buy me anything. She bought me a new Rams jersey, but that was like a month ago. And apparently that was my present. I don't know.
A month later, she's like, by the way, I got you something, but don't tell mom that you already got it a month ago.
But
she doesn't know yet.
What's crazy is I knew about the jersey before it ever got here. I've been waiting on it for months. She ordered it in August or July, something like that.
Oh no. Your kids are sense. Weird. Kids are fucking weird.
She was like so worried about me telling her something I didn't know, besides the fact that it cost $49.
So,
but I know Shonda, and I guarantee you, she probably bought me something.
So you know how like we have the one road coming here, like that long road that has the cement mixer on the side of it.
Yes.
Like
the spaceship. The spaceship.
Yeah, the space shuttle. Well, my friend had asked me. Well, my friend, who completely has a medical card in the state of Oklahoma and can buy her own substances legally, had asked me to buy her something, and I legally bought her something as well. I legally bought her a substance that she could buy on herself. Not everything was fine. Can't prove anything. So I stopped at the dispensary and I was like,
I don't even know how to react to it. I don't.
For anyone questioning me, completely legal.
Okay.
So y'all shut the fuck up.
I have no idea how to react to this.
So I stopped at a dispensary and they wanted a sativa cartridge just so they could relax. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll get that for you. It's not who you think it is. You don't know the person. The way you were looking at me, the way you're looking.
I decided. Okay, I was looking at the computer and realized that my eyes look like they're shut, like I'm taking a fucking nap while you're telling a story. So I was like, okay, I need to look over here.
No, it looked like you were looking at me as if you were like, say who it is.
Because if I look down, like, it looks like I'm not paying attention to you at all.
I know.
So I wanted to look up where you could see me. Go on.
But no, it's a coworker, so I was like, yeah, I'll get you something. So I got her the little vape cartridge, and it was when I got those Halloween masks. So I had picked up both Halloween masks, and on my way home, on that road, yeah, the speed limit's 45, but no one goes fucking 45 on that road because it's a road that leads to like fucking nowhere. It's
everyone goes like at least 55 on that road.
Yeah, 55 to 65. Well, I'm going 65 down this road. I'm like half awake, blaring music full volume, with 2 gas mask bongs, like in my passenger seat, and then like $200 other of miscellaneous marijuana products, which I acquired legally because I have a medical card in the state of Oklahoma and I can do whatever the fuck I want. So all of you.
I don't think anyone was gonna say anything otherwise.
I don't. Yeah, but people, fuck them.
Weed is so normalized now. Like no one gives a fuck.
People always try to start some shit.
Well, those fucking trolls can get the fuck out. That's all. I mean, other than that, no one's gonna say anything to you.
So I'm sitting here with, by technicality, above the legal amount I'm allowed to have in my vehicle.
Okay,
by
so that's
town.
where. Okay, so now we're getting into where the weird.
Where I'm no
mixtape.
longer a
Okay,
good boy anymore.
okay, all right. Now you've
So,
jumped on Santa's naughty list. All right, cool.
so I am now going 65 and a 45 with above the legal amount of marijuana I'm allowed to have.
So we're
like,
breaking multiple laws at once. All right, cool. Continue. Go on.
Yeah, so I have probably like 5 ounces of weed and then a bunch of paraphernalia. Going 65 and a 45, half awake, trying to get home, and like not even 15 meters from the turn to get to the house.
First of all, we're in America. We don't use meters as a
I'm sorry.
measurement.
I'm sorry. I was no farther than 290 hamburgers away. 17 AR-15s away from turning into my house.
There we go, Morga.
And I hear the lights come on behind me.
You hear the lights come
on. I hear the lights come on.
You see the lights come on.
No, I hear the lights come on. Because it does.
Oh, okay.
Because when the lights come on, the siren starts, so you hear the lights come on.
Okay, so you don't hear the lights go on. You hear the siren and then see the lights come on.
I hear my brother being a dick.
I'm being technical because you don't hear sound. You don't hear sights. You hear sounds. You don't hear sights.
When you flip a light switch, do you hear the switch?
You don't hear the light. You don't hear the light coming on. You hear the switch, but you don't hear the light coming on.
Prove it.
I mean, science has kind of already proved that. I don't really need to prove anything.
You can hear electricity, so you detect. But so I hear the siren and I see the lights in my rearview mirror of the sheriff just driving by casually, just being like, "Hey, get the fuck over." So I pull over at the big, like the little turnaround.
Well, first of all, that road is not a pull over kind of road. There's no fucking shoulder. It's like ditch on either side.
Yeah, so I had to pull up to the little roundabout, like where you just have the fucking dirt and rocks by the house. So I'm like, all right. So I pull over there, and I'm just looking at my passenger seat. I'm just like, motherfucker. And he comes up, he's like, morning, sir. I'm like, morning, officer. And he's like, you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, because I'm going 65 and a 45.
Because I've been naughty.
Because I've been a bad boy.
I've been a bad boy, officer.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, yeah, I was speeding. I know I'm sitting. I'm like, you know what's funny is I literally live right there, and I'm just trying to get home. I'm so fucking tired. And he was like, you know, man, like I know people speed down this road. And he was like, I know you look tired as shit. He didn't say that, but I'm paraphrasing. But he was like, you look tired. So, you know what?
Are you paraphrasing or are you adding more words to what he said?
Paraphrasing.
Okay.
Isn't that the same shit, just changing what somebody says, but keeping the gist of it?
Paraphrasing is taking what they said and making it condensed.
You know what, man? You're right. You're right. The English language isn't my specialty.
Clearly.
But it's the only language I speak.
I'm glad we're doing something where you have to talk a lot. That's good.
Yeah, just for that, I'm gonna Google every single word I'm gonna be saying just to get the definitions.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there and he's like, clearly you're tired. Like I can see it. And he's like, just give me your ID. And I'm gonna check in, make sure nothing like crazy is going on here. And when I come back, just show me your insurance, and I'm just gonna let you out for the morning. So I hand him my ID, and he goes to his car to, I guess, check to make sure I don't have any warrants or anything like that. And I have digital insurance, so I pull out my phone and I open up Geico, and the first thing that shit says is, "Please call us about your policy."
Oh Jesus!
I'm like. You got to be shitting me right now.
Oh, man.
So I'm sitting there, and he takes like a good 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah. They make you sweat that shit out. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm just sitting there, like, face in hand, phone in the other, just like, he's going to come back. And, like, what do I say? Like, so I'm like, I just go with the first thing. The first thing that comes to my mouth when he gets back is like, you're not going to like this. And I'm just, and he was like, what's the problem? I just show him my phone. He was like, do you have insurance? I'm like, I swear I do. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I swear I have.
He doesn't hear that excuse every time he pulls someone over.
Yeah. And I'm just like, and that's what I'm thinking. I'm like he hears this all the time, but I have insurance. God damn it! What do you want from me? I mean, he wants insurance, clearly.
He wants a valid proof of insurance. Is what he wants.
So he's like, listen, man, I'm going to trust you. I mean, there's no point not to, because he can just go to my house, assuming that I told him the truth about the fact that I live right here. But he to there and go down the hill before he left, anyways. So unless
he was making sure you was going to drive off somewhere else.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, I promise you, like, I have insurance. It's just been a really fucking bad day. He was like, man, I'm trusting you. Just get that shit fixed. I'm gonna let you off with a warning. I'm like,
oh, that's good. God. That's good.
Apparently that day was the day that my bill was due, and I had forgotten that I had lost my previous debit card and got a new one, and then didn't change the cards. So
don't you love when that shit happens? Like it's
like the perfect conglomeration of just bullshit happening at once at the worst time.
It's like
possible.
One thing happens, and then that one thing is like spirals into other things going on that you need that one thing for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sucks. I hate when shit like that happens. Yeah. So yesterday I wake up and so I had to leave for work at 4 a.m. and I was like, I need to go to the gym. So I went to the gym at like I left my house at 3:15 or so, and I went over to the gym. Well, when I get to the gym, I go inside, I do my workout for like 30 minutes, and then I start to leave. And I look at my work van, and there is a half flat tire on the front, and I already have my spare tire on the back because I haven't got a chance to go in and get the tires fixed. So I'm like, fuck, that sucks. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go over to this gas station and go put air in my tire. Well, I get to the gas station and the fucking air pump's out of order. I was like, God, my first stop was an hour and 15 minutes away. I was like, oh wait, shit.
Along the lines of that, how about you tell people what the fuck's happening with the gas pumps around where you live?
The gas pumps?
The air pumps.
What do you mean?
Remember what we were talking about when I was over there last time? Like the issue you were having with air pumps?
No, I don't remember.
How they're being vandalized?
Oh, well, people like fucking cutting the hoses?
Yeah.
Yeah, stop doing that, assholes.
Yeah,
it's fucking stupid. Like, what are you doing? Why do you have such a bad...
Who are you targeting?
Yeah, who are you targeting? People that need air in their... You're gonna need air at some point, and you just fucked yourself over.
You think you're hurting Big Pharma? No.
Yeah, you're not hurting... You're hurting the people that live with you, that work with you. Fucking leave them... Just leave the fucking air pumps alone.
You're hurting Joe, the farmer who just wants to get shit done.
You're hurting... I mean, you're...
Just standard people.
You're not sending a fucking statement. You're just being fucking annoying.
Yeah, the statement is, hey, I'm a cunt, and I deserve to be punished.
I have nothing better to do with my life than fucking cut an air hose. That's so stupid.
Or getting punched in the vagina, because you can do it too.
Yeah, okay.
But usually it's guys. Usually it's guys being a dick.
Yeah, it's just fucking, they have nothing better. I guarantee you it's fucking
teenagers. A teenager.
Yeah, it's fucking... They got nothing better to do. They're just like, let's fucking cut air hose. It's stupid. Mm-hmm. Stop doing it. Stop.
I'm a teenager. I don't know what to do with my hormones, so I'm just going to break.
So I'm like, okay, well, fuck this. I got to get to my first stop, which my first stop was an air pump. So I was like, cool. If I can just make it there, I can air up the tire for free, because I have to test the machine anyway while I'm there. And so I just put the quarters in that I get out from underneath it. And I was like, okay, so I got there. I made it there. Granted, it was piss pouring rain and 4 o'clock in the morning. It was very hard and windy, so it was very hard to drive already. I drove, I think, 55 to 60, all 75. Like, it fucking sucked. And so I get there, and then when I get there, I realize my front driver's side, or my front passenger side tire, sorry. My back driver's side tire is now going flat as well.
Oh, God. So the left rear tire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the right front tire had a giant fucking screw in it, like that big. Yeah. So I'm like, fuck. And I have like a full day's worth of work to do. So I get everything done. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, right? No, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon by the time I get to the place to get everything fixed. So I stop there and I take it in. I give them the key. I'm like, I just need these 3 tires patched, and that's it. That's all I need. They're like, all right, we can get that done quick. And then an hour later, he comes out. He's like, oh, so your brake pads are no more than a millimeter thick. Your rotors are horrible, and you need an alignment and an oil change. I'm like, fucking hell, man. He's like, so we're gonna need
that.
Well, luckily, I mean, my company pays for it, so it's not anything I have to worry about. But he's like, we're gonna need your van overnight. I was like, dude, this is my literal only means of transportation right now. Like, I don't know.
This gets me home.
Yeah, and so I had to call my collection manager, and I'm like, hey, they need my van overnight. And he goes, okay, well, just come back here and drop off what you have. And so I told the guy, I was like, I just need to go real quick and drop everything off, and I'll bring it back. And he's like, oh, well, they got all the oil out of it right now, so they're gonna have to put the oil back in and put the tire back on. I'm like, okay. At this point, he doesn't tell me that they don't need it overnight until 3:30, and I have to go back and like. By the time he tells me everything, it's 4 o'clock, and I have to be back at my shop at 4:45 to drop everything off. I'm like,
which isn't that? Yeah, which isn't that.
So I said, okay, I need you to put everything back in, so I can just go drop this off, and I'll bring it back. You can work on the rest of it. Yeah. So I called him. I'm like, hey, I'm bringing this stuff back. So now I have the spare vehicle until Wednesday, which really sucks. But it's fine. Whatever. Stupid.
From my Best Buy splurge of yesterday, on my way back from Tulsa, so my car has a broken gas gauge, so it doesn't let me know it's low on gas until it's really low on gas. Other than that, it sits at full until it's like below a quarter, and then it's just like, by the way, you're gonna die.
Is it one of those ones where you like hit the dash and like it'll adjust it?
Nope.
Oh, that's nice.
It just full and then fuck you. So I'm sitting there, and I had filled it up at the beginning of my trip leaving fucking here and there.
It's a long fucking drive.
Yeah, it's 3.5 hours from where I live.
Yeah.
So I fill it up as I'm leaving. I'm like, all right, well, judging on how I drive, usually I can get like a full tank of gas and it lasts me like an entire week. Like put 35 in it, and it's like a 35-minute drive to work, 35 minutes back every single day, and it lasts me a week. So I'm like, all right, I'll last today, tomorrow, and I'll refill the next day. So I sit there and I drive all the way back home, and then yesterday I went out to Tulsa to, buy all my shit. On my way back to Tulsa, I get the low gas sign. And then even though I'm in Tulsa, I'm sitting there, and every time I look somewhere, it's like there's no fucking gas station anywhere. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to stay on the highway. And the second I see a gas station, I'm going to pull into the exit. So I go all the way past, it's some like technical college on the right side of the road, and right past I see a Come and Go, and next to the Come and Go is a hotel. And so I pull into the exit, and I pass the hotel and I go to the gas station. Well, that entire side of the road and the entire side of the parking lot completely closed off due to road work. So I'm like, all right, I need to turn around, go down through a cul-de-sac, take a right, and then loop back around to the hotel, and then go through the parking lot of the hotel to get into the gas station. Well, I do that 2 times, and because I'm fucking stupid, I missed the turn to the hotel twice. And then on my way to the fucking 3rd time around to get to this damn gas station, 3 fucking police cars pull over this one car and then stop in the parking lot and block off the way to the fucking gas station. Like, as I'm sitting there, be like, all right, I can turn in now. Right in front of me. I'm like, peace.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. If I don't make it, I don't make it. But I'm going to the next gas station. So I drive like 3 more miles down the road, just sitting there, just like shitting bricks and sweat bullets. I'm just like, come on. I got I think $1,600 worth of product sitting inside my car, like because I had the camera, the ring light, like GoPro shit for like the guitars, like the boom arm, like I had everything, the shield, this microphone, I had everything in my car. So I'm like, all right, I just gotta make it, because if I break down and I have to call somebody, I'm probably gonna get robbed. So I feel like I made it like within minutes of breaking down. I feel like I made it to a gas station because I just like, you know how you have that feeling of like imminent doom sometimes. Like
like it's over.
I sat there and then like the longer it took, I'm just sitting there like I'm just like come on. I know I'm so close to breaking down, but I can see the goal. I can see that gas station. I made it barely, and I put in 35, and 35 didn't fill the tank, which has always
or did.
It did not.
Oh shit!
My vodka just fell.
So you did get gas in your vehicle.
I put in $35 of gas, which is about like the max my tank holds, and it didn't fill it up all the way. It stopped at 35, which means it could have taken more. Which means I was like literally running on fumes.
Jesus.
God. Fuck Tulsa. Okay. That's like the gist of the story is fuck Tulsa and the people that live in that city. Fuck you guys. I hate you.
First of all, like living in Oklahoma in this area, you quickly learn that everywhere has fucking construction. No matter where you go in this damn state, there is construction everywhere.
I didn't drive for 2 days. Like I took 2 days off for the Halloween party. And I wasn't driving in the local area for those days. So I was just sitting at home recovering. And then I leave the house, and now there's construction outside the fucking house. And then all the way down through Talala, and it goes all the way down through Oolaga, all the way almost to Claremore, which, by the way, that's like a 40-minute stretch of road that's now all under fucking construction out of nowhere.
So
like,
what you're telling me is I need to go through fucking Catoosa to get out to your house now.
Well, they're not like, I haven't even seen workers out there. They just have all of the cones and the signs out there.
Of course.
But I haven't seen them start blocking things off. But all the signs saying
I'm still going the Catoosa way. I fucking hate going the Oolaga way.
Yeah, do it, because it's gonna get stupid quickly, and I don't want to deal with that. It's bad enough that I get stopped by a train every time I leave, anyways.
That's the other reason why I went. It's because I don't get stopped by trains the other way.
Yeah, the same train track that runs all the way from where I live all the way out to Oolaga, and then you have to cross it to get to Claremore, and then you have 5 more to cross when you're in Claremore.
And then you still cross that same train track in Claremore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and they still have to get to Claremore, and it's the same.
You can get stopped by that train 3 times, literally. Okay,
and God forbid they're changing out drivers, like changing out conductors, and they're parked on the train track.
Oh yeah,
because you know the train track where you have to turn in to come here always has the one car waiting to change over. So that is where they change over at. Yeah.
Okay, so I found this story that I want to talk about, and it's a little bizarre. There is a reward out right now, a $2,100 reward in San Francisco for a missing lemur.
A missing lemur?
Yes. The San Francisco Zoo and Gardens is offering a reward to anyone who helped police locate its missing lemur. There's a 21-year-old lemur named Mackie, I think is how you pronounce it. It's Maki. I imagine that's Mackie. And they picked that amount for the reward for it to represent $100 for every year he has been alive. So Tanya M. Peterson, the CEO and executive director at the San Francisco Zoological, I think that's how you say it, Society, says we are zoological. There you go. Says we are extremely concerned about Mackie's welfare. I think it's Maki. Maybe it's Maki. After a thorough investigation yesterday by SFPD, we feel a reward will hopefully help to generate some leads, as this is a precious life at stake. First of all, who fucking steals a lemur? Like, what are you gonna do with a lemur?
Well, did they steal a lemur, or did the lemur escape?
So it says the lemur was kept at the zoo's Lipman Family Lemur Forest, and the San Francisco Police Department found signs of forced entry on Tuesday night. So they realized it was missing Wednesday.
Oh, so they broke in during the night when they broke in
Tuesday night.
Okay. I was about to say, like, how the fuck do you steal a lemur in broad daylight? But if it was at night time,
they did it. They did it at night. But why? Why would you steal a lemur?
I mean, I kind of want a lemur.
Well, you do realize they have stink fights, right? Oh. They release a smell, and they can gather it in their tail, and they use it to like fight with. Weird fact about lemurs. I don't know why. But it says Maki's age and status as a highly endangered species is a large cause of concern for the San Francisco Zoo. In its latest press release, Maki was described as an older animal that requires special care. And then it goes on to tell me that ring-tailed lemurs are native to Madagascar, in case you didn't know. And apparently an island off of Africa, which I think everyone knew. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think we know the location of Madagascar.
Yeah, I don't know. They made a movie. If you don't know it, if they made a movie about Madagascar, if you don't know where it is, like, tough shit. Okay, so
to go on with missing animals, I have a story that might fascinate you.
Ooh,
this is a story of a drug smuggling cat that escaped prison.
Okay, go on.
All right, so I'm gonna read this. So, officials at a Sri Lanka prison captured a drug smuggling cat on Saturday, but by the following day, the feline had escaped. The cat had a plastic bag tied to its neck that held almost 2 grams of heroin, 2 SIM cards, and a memory chip. It was detained in a holding room in the highest security.
Wait, it was detained in a holding room?
It was, yeah, it was. They detained a cat. Where are the drugs going?
Where were you yesterday? Oh my god!
Don't you give that? Don't you give me that?
Okay, but continue your story.
So I don't know where this is, but it's a Welakata prison. High security Welakata prison.
I'm imagining it's in Sri Lanka.
I don't know where the fuck Sri Lanka is.
I'm trying to think.
Okay, yeah, look that up.
I'm gonna look it up. Yeah. I think it's in Africa. I'm probably wrong. I think I spelled it right. Yeah.
I mean, I know I've heard of Sri Lanka.
It's in Asia. It is in Asia.
A drug smuggling Asian cat.
Oh, it's an island just off the coast of India. Okay, so we got an island theme going on, apparently.
Apparently, yeah. Okay, so
it's kind of like the Madagascar to Africa. Like, it's just like a little island just southeast of India. Okay, good to know. Continue.
All right. So let's see here. So the local supports suggested it fled when the officials came in to feed it. The police believe the same cartel. Yeah. The police believe that the same cartel that used eagles to smother drugs have now been training cats to do it. And they were hoping that the animal, I guess they were hoping to detain it and learn where it came from, because it says they were hoping the animal would lead them to the drug smuggling den. But it did not go as planned when the animal escaped. So like, were they literally just gonna be like, all right, we're gonna feed you, but you're gonna take us to where the den is?
So
they're trying to get the cat to snitch.
No, they're trying to get the cat to snitch, and that cat ain't about that life.
That cat ain't no 6ix9ine, bitch.
Yeah, he ain't snitching. He knows what happens to snitches. You know how that happened.
Yeah.
First of all, the cartel's a genius for using cats because cats are assholes, and they're not reliable. They're not loyal at all. I mean, they are to an extent, but they're gonna do what the fuck they want because they're very selfish animals. They were smart. That was very genius of them.
Yeah, they're not taking shit.
Was that the end? Was it the end, or is there more?
That's pretty much the end of that.
Okay.
Well, I think I'll probably put links down so that people can read these themselves, and I'll leave the tabs open just so I keep the links.
Okay.
Do you want to do another one, or should you want me to throw out another one here? I have a local one for us, but I'll let you do one first.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you want me to do the? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead and do yours, and then I'll do mine.
Okay. So, because you have children, you might find sympathy in this. So in Oklahoma, 2 former jail employees and their supervisors face misdemeanor cruelty charges after investigators found that they forced inmates to stay handcuffed for hours and listen to the popular children's song Baby Shark.
Oh my God, I heard this story. I've heard this story. Yes, I've heard this. Oh my God. Yes.
The investigators have deemed the situation inhumane. The separate incidents occurred in
fucking song's annoying December. As shit.
So this happened last year then, because it happened in December of last year. But I'm just now finding out about this. I found out about it yesterday. I'm like,
I just heard it. I think I either heard it yesterday or the day before that. But yeah, I just heard about it too.
I wonder if that's because like maybe the case is just now finished, like going through.
Probably.
So yeah, so the misdemeanor charges were filed Monday. It doesn't actually give a date. It just says a day, which is kind of irresponsible for someone posting a story to not give the dates. Because the fuck you mean Monday if I'm reading this a year later? Like, oh, well, one of the Mondays of 2020.
Did you look at the date that it was posted? That the article was posted?
You think I researched this shit?
Well, that's kind of the whole point of this.
It was posted this month, October 6th, 2020.
Okay, so you look at when it's posted, and then you look at what the following Monday is, or the previous Monday. Pretty common sense, buddy. Obviously, the Monday is referring to a Monday close to that date.
You act like I checked the date on this.
I mean, that's kind of what we're supposed to do here.
It was unfortunate that I could not find a felony statute to fit this fact scenario, said Oklahoma County District Attorney David Prater. I would have preferred filing a felony on this behavior. So apparently he thought it was bad enough that it required a...
I don't think he is saying bad enough as far as like the song of doing that with the song. I think
but like because they did it
hours.
They did it at high volumes for hours on end.
Well, yeah, I think the part was they were handcuffing them in making them stand up for hours on end. Yeah. I think that's where I don't think the song had anything to do with it. Now, no matter how annoying it may be, I don't think it had anything to do with the wanting the need to sentence.
It's not the song that is the reason for the crime.
Because you know what? I mean, if I was handcuffed for hours listening, I'd be annoyed, but I don't think it'd be like torturous to me. I think the standing part of it would be the torturous part. Like if you let me sit down, I could listen to that song on repeat. I have kids. I've heard that song on repeat for hours. It's not that bad.
I mean, I've played that song on repeat just to torture people before. So.
You learn how to just tune it out.
Yeah. I do like that they have to specify at the end of this. They said, the Baby Shark song gained huge popularity 2 years ago after the company Pinkfong.
Pinkfong?
Pinkfong.
Fong. Okay.
Pink
Fong. I think you said Fong. I was like, that sounds like a terrible children's artist.
I'll listen to him. It says the song gained popularity 2 years ago after they released its first video online, and since has been viewed 6.5 billion times, which apparently is a nice fact about Baby Shark that I did not give two shits about, and I just cared about
6.5 billion times?
Billion times, yes.
Oh, Jesus.
But I don't know if they mean, obviously it wasn't viewed by 6.5 billion people, just that's how many times people have viewed it on repeat.
First show. All right, so where's this at? Muskegon, Michigan. Wildlife authorities are investigating after a little girl in Michigan lost her arm at the edge of a wolf dog enclosure in her grandmother's animal sanctuary. I am sorry for laughing. That sounds terrible. I'm only laughing because I know the rest of the story. Michigan's Department of Natural Resources, or DNR, said authorities seized 15 animals from the Howling Timbers Animal Sanctuary and found another 47 illegal wolf dog hybrids that were left on site. So, as the name suggests, those animals are crossbreeds that have a mix of dog and wolf genetics. Authorities are blaming one of them for the toddler's injury, although Howling Timbers wrote on its Facebook page that the girl was not bitten, but rather caught her arm in the fence. She got her arm bitten off.
And ripped it off.
Yeah, she got it caught in the
fence. You know when you're walking along the fence line, your arm gets caught and just fucking falls off.
Right. That happens, right? Laughing is because of their Facebook post of it just got caught in the fence. So a sign showing the way to Howling Timbers, an animal sanctuary in Muskegon, where the Michigan DNR served a search warrant Friday morning. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why that was in there. I don't know. Okay. Continuing. Brenda Pearson, the toddler's grandmother and the facility's operator, told Fox News Tuesday that she did not want to speak with the media about the incident until she has hired an attorney. I wonder why. Probably because she was in the wrong. Although she disputed how other outlets her past remarks accusing
attorneys saying they'd be like, listen, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. We got this. Please stop talking.
She disputed how other outlets characterized her past remarks, accusing them of twisting her words. So the conservation officer, Anna Cullen, said no person should be allowed near these dogs. It's not fair to this child who lost an arm. We are doing everything we can to ensure the safety of anyone who may encounter any animal at Howling Timbers, including the health and safety of all of the animals at the facility. The DNR said that the facility was unlicensed. We want to make sure that anyone who comes into contact with these animals at this facility is safe and that all the animals at the facility are being cared for properly, Stephen Burton, assistant chief of the DNR Law Enforcement Division, said. A DNR spokesman did not immediately respond to a Fox News request for additional information, but outside groups praised the state's actions at the facility. Let's see. Apparently, what's her name? Miss Pearson applied for a license with different departments, but doesn't follow through with the inspection process. She's failed to complete all of her applications. An application is not a permit. So she applied, but she was not approved. But there has been a GoFundMe campaign set up for the toddler's recovery that has raised more than $8,000 out of a $12,000 goal as of Tuesday evening. So there's that.
Did they find the arm?
It did not say in the story. I mean, I imagine
they found the arm, or if it just literally got eaten.
And the bone's probably there somewhere, but I don't think there's any remains besides the bones. I wouldn't imagine that a wolf dog would leave anything behind.
Yeah, I'd probably chew on the bones. Fascinating.
So, okay.
So first off, why the fuck do you have a toddler by these fucking animals?
Because
these illegal animals.
It's her granddaughter. It's safe. She's just trying to,
Grandma, I want to play with the puppy.
But Granny, I want to play with your dogs. Go ahead.
I'm so
you go ahead and play with your dogs.
I have your story up, and I'm going through the comments right now. And this person said the child caught its arm on a fence, and fucking what? It fell off. She chewed it off.
Right. Like, she had to survive.
They're like, what? She didn't chew it off.
She chewed her own arm off. Oh my god, it's so stupid. Which is ironic because a wolf, if caught in a trap, will chew its own leg off to survive. Little known fact.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. God, fucking.
So you said you have one more story.
Okay.
Before we head out of here.
Yes, and a kind like along the same lines of missing limbs. We have
what
a lot of you may already know. I don't know.
Have been so
they've coincided pretty well.
And I randomly picked. I had 3
so
other stories
a lot of you,
and I just randomly picked some.
Yeah, again, like I mean, I have like four more stories that we'll use on another time, but I just kind of like picked the weird shit. So a lot of you may already know this story. I know I've heard of this story. You've probably heard of this story too, because it was I feel like it was kind of mainstream for a while because it's a dumb bitch move. But woman's gruesome scheme to collect $1.2 million turned out to be a big fail when a woman in Slovenia, I'm not going to pronounce her name, but was sentenced to 2 years in prison after cutting off her own hand for insurance money.
What the fuck?
Did you hear about this? If
no,
not, it's a good story.
I have not heard this.
So a Slovenian woman who had hoped to collect 1.2 million in insurance payout money may want to rethink her methods next time when Sky News and BBC reported that 22-year-old, whatever the fuck her name was, I still can't say the name. I'll put it down.
Yeah, share the link
on the bottom screen just so you guys can see it, or I'll just post the story for you. Yeah, but she was sentenced to 2 years behind bars after being found guilty by a Slovenian court of insurance fraud. What her crime consisted of: intentionally cutting off her left hand with a circular saw. Now, what she claimed had happened. Let's see if I can find where it mentions what she claimed it for. Okay, so she tried to tell the authorities that she lost her hand cutting off tree branches. But when they showed up to the local hospital and had claimed that the hand was cut off from cutting tree branches, they failed to bring the hand along because they were afraid that they'd be able to reattach it. Thankfully, though, the effort was proved futile when the hand was discovered by the police and still reattached to her anyways. They also had they conducted a search. They had conducted a search of her belongings, and on her computer they had found recent search history on artificial hands.
Oh my god!
So she was trying to figure out, like, oh hey, if this happens, like, how much is it going to cost to get a nice hand put back on? So the boyfriend received 3 years in prison, while the father was hit with a 1-year suspension. And it's not clear what role the father played in the crime. But
so he's just getting punished for nothing.
But just a real fuck you, Dad.
I mean, you were around. So
apparently, the woman never claimed to be guilty. She claimed innocence to the bitter end. She said no one wants to be crippled when she was in the trial. Yeah, no one wants to be crippled. She said in the trial, "My youth has been destroyed. I have lost my hand at the age of 20. Only I know how it happened."
Yeah, you took a circular saw to it, you dumb bitch. The commitment that would take, good God. Can you imagine cutting your own hand off? Like saying, oh, okay, I'm doing it right here.
This is something I didn't even know about, actually. I apparently had skipped over this. Not only that, but her boyfriend is apparently a suspect in a 2015 murder of a woman named Sarah Weber, which was his current girlfriend at the time. But he claimed that she died in a shooting accident.
Oh, this guy's just because
you shot her, motherfucker.
This guy's just full of problems. Oh my, he's a winner.
So yeah, this is one of those real you dumb bitch moments.
Yeah, so that's stupid.
So yeah,
I love that she cut her hand off for nothing though.
Don't I love that she was like, oh, let's not bring the hand in case they try to reattach it. And the police found it and said, nah, bitch, you keep in the hand.
Not only that, but like if you're gonna Google search something that is with your crime or whatever you're trying to do, don't
do it on your own computer.
Yeah, they will look through that. God,
oh my God,
stupid move. All right, well, that's now on that note, we are gonna wrap up our first show, and good job. Proud of you. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to them. I'm talking to them for sticking through the whole thing. Not you. I'm not proud of you at all.
Good job. You did it. You really did it.
Thanks for sticking through everything. Yeah.